What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Texas Tech versus Baylor college basketball matchup going down Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to jump on something long-term, whether it's with a daily or a long-term pass. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. We've also got products for those who make big bets and for those with big bankrolls, those looking for more of a VIP experience. We're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time, or we're going to track line movement for you, try to get you the best possible number compared to the closing line. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if it's right for you. But let's get to this one between Texas Tech and Baylor in a pretty solid matchup here, as you've got the Texas Tech Red Raiders coming off their win over Houston on the road, 82-81 to push the win streak to 6 games in 8 of their last 9, sitting at 17-4 on the year, 12-9 against the number this season, while Baylor comes into this one 14-7 on the year, 8-11-1 against the number this season after an 81-70 win over Kansas in their last matchup. And this is a Texas Tech team that, like I said, is coming off of that massive win over Houston, and it was a game where they did have some calls that went their way, and there's definite disparity in getting to the free throw line. They got to the free throw line 7 more times. There were 20 fouls called on Texas Tech, 24 on Houston. So there was some contentious stuff that could have went could have been up for discussion, but Texas Tech still hit 12 threes in that game on a really good Houston defense, and hit the shots they needed to when they had to down the stretch. So give Texas Tech their credit. Now they head back home off of that win, and while some may say, well, that's let down 24-7, 365, that's letdown fuel right there. Well, I would say that, yeah, it is, but the Baylor Bears are coming off a big win themselves at home over Kansas, where they really took it to the Jayhawks in that game and scored 60 points in the second half to come back from a 19-point halftime deficit and just absolutely blitzed Kansas in that game, where they only had 7 players that saw the floor in that game, and 6 of them saw more than 9 minutes played. So this was a very short lineup that Baylor ran with in that game, and now you got to pick up the pieces after that big win, and you got to head to Lubbock, which is viewed by many as one of, if not the toughest road environment in college basketball. And we've seen Texas Tech at home win games by margin. I mean, they beat TCU by 14, Oklahoma State by 10, Arizona by 16 points. The losses at home were to UCF in that shock upset loss on New Year's Eve, and then the loss to Iowa State, which, again, Iowa State not a bad team by any stretch. So when Texas Tech is usually winning games at home, they're usually winning games by margin. We've seen Baylor really have some issues on the road. Their only conference road wins are coming against teams like Arizona State and Utah, teams that are, in my opinion, below average in conference play. But they got beat up by Arizona. They got blown out by Iowa State. And I think this is a Texas Tech team that can replicate a lot of that success as well. 8 points I get in the spot feels like a heavy number, but I got to roll with Texas Tech here, laying the 8 points. I think they're just the better team, and I think that Baylor running that short bench and just with the few bodies that they use, I think at a certain point it's going to catch up to this team. I think this is a spot where it catches up to them. So I'm going to take Texas Tech. I'm going to lay the 8 here, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.